Hey, Street Talk and other stuff. Mike, Mad Dog McNally. Thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate you being here. Now, look, I usually like to keep this show light, not light, but I like people to have a good time. I usually start with a joke. I'm not going to today. I'm going to be a little bit serious. Election Day is a week from tomorrow, and this is probably one of the most important elections that we will be involved in our lifetime. And I know that's a little bit dramatic, but I think it's pretty true, okay? Register to vote. You can register to vote up to 2 minutes before 8 o'clock on Tuesday night and still get your vote in. So register and vote. Go to the Chelan County Auditor's website. Figure out, if you're not registered, figure out how, get registered and vote. But I want to say something specific. If your pastor or a church leader is telling you how to vote, either directly or indirectly, they are out of line, not only legally in this United States, but with Christianity as well, okay? There is a definite separation of church and state here, and churches are allowed tax deduction status because they don't get involved with politics or tell their people who to vote for. But doggone it, that's not happening in our community. There are people who are actually saying, if you don't vote correctly, you are possessed by demons or you are some sort of pagan. No, I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. Christianity is very important to me, okay? And I'm not the best Christian in the world. I don't think many people are. But doggone it, this is a perversion of the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. And I'm going to say it again. If your pastor or church leader or church is directly or indirectly suggesting or telling you who to vote for, they are out of line, both with the laws of this country and with the tenets of Christianity. This is Mike, Mad Dog McNally, and that's my opinion.
My name's Nick Dirk, and I've been a cinematographer-photographer for over 10 years. I got my start at the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Without the Tech Center, I wouldn't have got my first job in media production 3 months after I graduated high school.
My name is Charlie Voris, and I own Vortex Productions. My work has taken me on exciting adventures all around the world, and I got my start at Wenatchee Valley Tech.
Hey, my name is Ole Mingo, and I'm the Executive Director at Heirloom Creatives in Wenatchee. I am so thankful for Wenatchee Valley Tech to be able to have my dream career.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at Boswell's. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. Right now, take 10% off all stressless recliners, sofas, tables, and ottomans. Boswell's, 2915 Easy Street in Wenatchee.
Another fall sports season is upon us. Yes, we'll be talking about Eastmont football, but also volleyball and girls soccer. Be sure and join us for the Eastmont Wildcats all season long right here on the NCW Life Channel, your local TV station. Coverage is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor.
Whether you're building from the ground up or transforming your space with a custom remodel, One Way Construction is your trusted partner in creating a home that's uniquely yours. Your dream home is just a call away. Schedule your free consultation and let's build something amazing together.
Okay, we're back, Street Talk and other stuff, and I want to say hi to Shannon James. Hey,
Mike.
Shannon. Nice to have you back. Shannon
Nice to see you again.
is the Director of Special Events and something for the Wells House. I can never remember the second part.
Special Events and Wells House Manager.
Okay, for the Wenatchee Museum and Cultural Center.
You got it.
All right. So nice to have you back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's okay. So what's going on in your life?
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
we'll talk about the museum in a minute.
Okay, my
But you're an
life?
interesting, intriguing woman. So fill us in. What's going on with you?
Well, we were talking right before the show. I'm like itching to do a show again. I have a theater background.
Yeah.
And
We're both
so-
going to try out.
Yeah,
for,
we're going to try out for a play.
Yeah. There's a show called Black Comedy. John Mauser. I don't know if you know John.
I was in the Full Monty with him.
Okay, excellent
Yeah.
director. Excellent director.
Yeah.
Very, very protective of this actor's time. Very well organized. Rehearsals or auditions will be in early December. It's a comedy, so there we go. Okay, a little bit of plug for
Yeah.
black comedy. But okay, go ahead. So you're gonna try it out.
I'm going to try out.
Cool,
I
cool.
know.
All right, good.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is going on?
Oh gosh. Well.
Don't talk about the museum yet. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Tell us about
okay.
Shannon.
Oh man, I don't have a lot going on. I guess taking care of my little senior Chihuahua.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Birdie, and then we're gonna introduce my my part-time dog Dodie, who's 15, into the situation for a week. So things could get a little hairy around my house.
How's that gonna go? Are the dogs not gonna get along?
Well,
You think?
they're both. They like to, be on my lap, and I can't hold two at the same time. And there could be a lot of growling. And we'll see how it goes.
Okay,
But yeah,
cool. All right.
yeah. I went to a Halloween party this weekend.
Oh,
and that
tell
was
me about that.
That was a
How
fun
was that?
time.
Did you dress up?
I did.
Who
yep.
were you?
I was Maleficent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had the big horns, and
cool.
yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
When I used to go to Halloween parties, I would always go as Castro
Really?
because I had a beard, I had the hat and an army jacket.
Perfect.
And I'm costume deficient. Okay, I avoid costume parties because I don't have one. Did you have to spend money and really go into this?
I did, but I bought my stuff early, so I
Okay,
didn't,
all right.
pay premium prices. But
Yeah, just for an actor or somebody who's a performer, I'm just costume deficient.
somebody else does that job on
Yeah,
a show. Yeah, you don't have to think about
all
it.
right. Okay, so how was the party though? Was it fun?
Oh, it was really fun.
Really good,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Kids and adults.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, good time. Good food. Had a fire outside.
Ooh, all right,
Yeah,
that's nice.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, it wasn't too cold yet.
Okay, so the museum.
Okay, so
What's
the
going on? We
museum.
can talk about the museum now.
Well, there's so much happening at the museum.
Yeah.
I mean, there always is, and there is something for everybody. So these next 2 nights, the 29th and 30th of October, from 6 to 9, we've got the last 2 nights of the Haunted Museum.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. What is the Haunted
it's
Museum?
scary.
Okay.
So this year it's kind of a circus theme. The subtitle is Ringmaster's Revenge.
Okay,
so there's
right.
scary clowns.
So
and
a
if you're
lot
not
of clowns, you know.
yeah, if you're not a clown person, maybe avoid this one. But this
Isn't
is,
that the point, though? To come and
and be scared?
yes.
I know, but if it's like, if clowns aren't your thing though, clowns are scary.
Yeah, they are.
But anyway, yeah. So it's a good haunted museum. We use both buildings, so it's throughout. I mean, it's sort of this labyrinthine. You go into the basement and you're
Okay,
outside a little bit. But we're kind of recommending 13 and older.
Okay.
So yeah. But for the younger ones, we've got what we're calling the Not So Haunted Museum.
Yeah.
So that's on Halloween.
Okay.
From 3 to 5 p.m.
So that's a one-night thing?
It's a one-night thing where, folks who maybe are a little too scared or a little too young for the Haunted Museum, you can walk through the path of the haunt, but with the lights on.
Okay.
So nobody's going to be there and jump out and scare you.
All right. Well, let's go back to the Haunted Museum
Yeah.
and say that it's going to be available for 2 more nights.
Yeah, 2 more nights
All
only.
right. And when is that? What's the cost?
6 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
and it's $20 if you buy in advance online.
Okay, right.
And $25 at the door.
Okay.
We've got what we're calling the Big Top Brew House, so we've got
All
a
right.
cool place for people to hang out while they're waiting, because sometimes there is a wait to go through.
Yeah.
So we've got concessions. We've been playing some old B-movie horror on the screen,
all right.
which is fun.
Yeah.
Like really crappy old movies, which is fun. And yeah, it's a good time. So $20 in advance. I would recommend doing that. Just
And
buy a
when are
ticket.
the nights again?
October 29th and 30th.
Okay, so that's tomorrow and Wednesday.
Tomorrow and Wednesday.
Right,
Yeah, the
okay.
last 2 nights. So.
Okay, so those of you
Yeah.
watching the show on Thursday or Friday, you missed out.
You missed
okay,
it.
all right. Well, we
Too
have to
bad.
plan for next year.
Exactly.
So okay, and
Yeah.
the not so scary
Yeah.
is
On Halloween,
night.
and that's 3 to 5, and it's free.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
free. All right. Okay.
The other thing that's coming up, we're doing a Day of the Dead celebration. So this Friday.
Dios de los Muertos.
Exactly.
Sí, yeah,
Yes, and
okay.
that's a free event also. That's from
right.
6 to 9 p.m. on Friday, and that's a huge deal too.
All right. Now, some people may not know what Dios de los Muertos is.
Okay.
Even though they live in this community that is very, very heavily influenced by our very, very fantastic Hispanic population. So why don't you give us a little bit of a explanation of what?
So yeah, there's the belief that death isn't the end of life. It's simply a transition into another phase of life.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so this is
Isn't that what it is?
well, I hope so. So this is a celebration of those who have passed, a celebration of life.
All right.
And community members are encouraged to bring a photo of a family member. We have a huge ofrenda, the big altar, and you can bring photos of family
Okay.
or friends who have passed.
Have you ever been to a Hispanic cemetery on Dios de los Muertos?
I have not myself, and I would love to do it.
We were in Mexico a number of years ago with a group of people over on Dios de los Muertos, and going to the cemetery. I mean, they bring things,
Like food, right?
Exactly. Like I remember one family brought beer and mole to a deceased son because how much he loved beer and mole, and they
Wow.
left some. And I hope they came back and
Yeah.
actually consumed it later on.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, it was cool because the
That's awesome.
restaurants, all the waiters dressed up and, had their scary
Yeah.
faces on and everything. So,
That's cool.
Okay, so
Yeah, it
that's
should be
cool.
a fun time.
okay, so
Yeah.
when is that going to be again?
That's on November 1st,
Okay,
Friday
all
night,
right.
6 to 9. Free. There will be food trucks, live music, dancing,
All right, cool.
crafts, space painting.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
lots
right.
of
Well,
good
that's
stuff.
cool. Now, did you come up with all these ideas, or
No.
come on? Hey, look, you just say yes. Come on.
Yes, I did.
That a girl. That a girl.
No, most of the stuff. So the haunt, I think, is in its 6th year.
Yeah.
The Haunted Museum. I think the Not So Haunted's been going on maybe that long. I don't quite know the full history, but what a great idea, though. Like, just open it up and let kids wander through.
Yeah,
and
cool.
then Day of the Dead, so this is in partnership with the Hispanic Business Council
Okay, good.
at the Wenatchee Valley Chamber. So they've sort of spearheaded all of the organization and booking the acts and getting craft booths and food trucks.
Okay.
So,
So where are the food trucks going to be?
in our parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was just wondering. I mean, it's just
Yeah, so we're going to use the outdoor space between the two
Okay.
buildings at the museum.
okay. All right.
So bring cash, because some of the food trucks might not take cards.
Yeah, okay.
Just heads
Well,
up.
cash is always good.
Cash is
Usually
good.
works. Well, cool. So that's what's
Yeah, that's good.
happening
And that's
right
just
now.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, what's next? We've got 3D printing classes going on. Did you know about those?
No, I do not.
Okay,
You're going to
this
have
is
to tell
cool.
me.
So this is for students 13 to 18.
Okay.
I think, 13 to 17, 13 to 18. Kids get the opportunity to design and then print different stuff using 3D printers.
Okay.
So this is $75.
Okay.
It's twice a week for, I think it's 6 weeks. It's like an after-school kind of program.
Okay.
But what a cool thing to not just like print stuff using a 3D printer, but go through the design process on the computer. So learning to use this practically, like say
Okay.
you have something broken on your car and
Right,
the part
right.
is going to cost you $600.
Okay.
You can learn how to, for pennies.
All right, well, let's again
Yeah.
back it up a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I have basic knowledge of what a 3D printer is, but some people may not. So tell us.
I'm wondering the same thing. See, we need to take this class. We should sign up.
Okay,
Too bad
all
we're
right.
a little old for that.
Okay, yeah.
So this is basically a STEAM program, right?
Right.
Science, technology, and I always forget all 5 of them. But this is to show kids kind of the practical use for something like this. And it's not just like, to play with. It's not necessarily.
Okay, so this is going to be at the museum.
Yeah.
How many 3D printers does the museum have?
Oh my gosh.
Just make it up, Shannon.
10. No,
10,
I
okay.
think 4. I'm not sure.
Right.
But we're bringing in a former Boeing engineer.
Okay.
Who's going to lead the kids through. So, yeah. What a cool project.
Okay, well, a friend of mine, an educator here in town, he had a 3D printer, and he was playing with one of those fidget spinners.
Yeah.
And he said he made one with his 3D printer.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's cool, but you mentioned the possibility of making a part for your car.
Yes, I know. Yeah, you can do stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, all it takes, I mean, you get on your computer, you design the part, whatever it is, and the material is some kind of, polymer filaments.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah. Some sort of plastic is what I always say. I don't know if it's plastic or not, but.
Right. But yeah, and you can basically print things in any sort of shape.
And when is this going to be?
So it starts November 9th. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep all the dates in my head.
Okay,
for all
but
these things.
You can find out
but
this information on the website,
all of this stuff is
right?
on the website, yeah. I mean, and there's pages and pages of events and programs.
Okay.
But WenatcheeValleyMuseum.org is where you find all that information.
Okay, now this class for 3D printing, is it just for kids?
13 to 18, yeah, for teens. So, sorry, you're out.
How about if I come as
you just want to
put
audit?
myself down as a journalist, okay?
Oh, perfect. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
Can I come in and say, I know Shannon?
Well,
Shannon said I could come.
We could use some media coverage.
Terry, your
things like
boss,
that.
might look at me and say, I know doggone good and well Shannon didn't tell you could come. Okay, look, we're talking with Shannon Jane. She is the special events director and
Wells House
manager for the Wenatchee Museum and Cultural Center. Got some cool stuff going on. We're going to take a break, come back and talk with her some more. So, hey, Street Talk and other stuff. You stick around. We will be right back.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCW Life app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCW Life app now.
When you've been in business for 40 years, it's because you understand change and you put members first, always. Now Works is announcing a change in their membership model. Up to 6 people on one membership that you can mix and match. The more people, the bigger the discounts. Introducing the Works shared membership model. One membership, friends and family and flexibility. Works, the cleanest, friendliest, most helpful gyms you and your friends will ever join.
There's no place like home. Because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories. And we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Okay, we're back talking with Shannon Jane. She is the special events director and
Wells House manager.
Wells House manager for the Wenatchee Museum and Cultural Center. And got some cool stuff going on right now. Got some cool stuff in the very near future. But you've also got another new exhibit coming up that you're talking about. So tell us about that. So.
Yeah, and so in the main exhibit hall, starting I think November 12th, we're going to have a traveling exhibit called American Farmer. So this is a photographer who went around the country, Alaska to Florida and beyond, everywhere, and talked to farmers, people working in agriculture. And he has 45 portraits that we're going to be hanging in our exhibit gallery on the main floor.
All right.
And so it's sort of an exploration of what does modern day farming look like.
Okay.
You know, and it's going to have some personal anecdotes, quotes from the farmers. So that's going in. Soon
Okay,
next
so
week.
this is going to be an exhibit about modern day farming, not kind of like a historical retrospective.
No,
or
this
something.
is who is living and working in that industry, and it should be interesting.
Oh, cool. When will that start, and how long will that last?
November 12th, and I want to say it's through January, so we don't have it for that long. I think it's 6 weeks.
Okay, so
But
this is something that's going from state to state.
This travels. So that'll be really cool. And then for December 1st Friday, which is December 6th, that exhibit will be free and open. And we'll have live music that night. I don't know if you know Tom McNair with Jazz Jam Quartet. So we'll have Jazz Jam that night, which is always a good time.
Cool.
So that'll be fun. And that one's free Friday, December 6th.
Okay. Now, will there be, I mean, I don't know if you know the details about this particular farmer exhibit, but will there be any Washington farmers?
I don't know. I'm curious to see. I would imagine so. But yeah, I know that the photographer, I think it's Scott Mobley is his name, he took something like over 200 images, all of these portraits, and then they were selected out of that. So there's 45 total. So I would imagine there's one from Washington.
Because it would be cool. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you know about dryland farming, right?
No.
No, you don't.
Tell me about it. I'm so uneducated.
Okay, well, no, dryland farming, it was, what you do is that you don't water, okay? When you've been to Waterville, and you've seen those huge plots of land that are planted in wheat, but also the huge plots that are barren, what a farmer does, he leaves his land, unplanted for a number of years and just collects the water that, the precipitation that falls. And then you plant winter wheat. You plant wheat, I don't know when exactly it is, but you plant it in the winter. It starts to propagate, and then it snows, and it's watered by the snow. So you're only planting like a fourth of your land every 4 or 5 years or something like that. So then it's not irrigated.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Okay.
Learn something new every day.
So what else is going on?
Yeah, so I mentioned First Friday. The day after First Friday, I know you don't sound great.
Oh, it's just scratchy.
It's that change in the season.
Well, it's that. I also went to Michigan this week and was on an airplane. And when you're on an airplane, you know what happens.
It always does it to me too.
So,
Yeah.
But I'll live.
You'll live. You'll be okay. December 7th, we've got Holiday Family Fun. So we do this every year as well, and that's a big celebration with crafts and music, and just kind of celebrating the holidays.
Okay, and what are the dates for that?
That's December 7th.
Okay.
Yeah. So much happening, and there's, a lot happening, and something for everybody. Stuff for families. We're going to be doing story time again. That'll be at the end of November. I want to say the Friday after Thanksgiving. We'll have story time.
All right.
So,
anything controversial coming up? Because I know that the museum's been willing to step out and kind of, push the edges of the envelope with some stuff. So,
yeah, oh my gosh, controversial.
I
don't know about that. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe Hot August Nights exhibit.
Well, I just saw that and went to that. That was great.
I don't think it's controversial, but
No,
some
not
folks
at all.
might. Those are kind of adult-themed plays, but
okay. Well, let's switch gears a little bit. Okay. How did you get involved in theater when you first started? Because this is intriguing.
So
it's going to be cool. We're both trying out for the same play. I probably won't get a part, but you never know.
You never know. Rejection's hard, man. But so my first play, I think I was 5.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, in Bellevue, I did Missoula Children's Theater.
Okay.
And it was an all ages or all district play.
Okay.
And I was 5 or 6 and was convinced I was going to be Snow White, the lead.
Really? Oh, you didn't get that though.
They gave it, to like a 17-year-old. But I was the lead skunk, so that was
the lead skunk. Good. Wow. Okay.
Yes, I know.
I was guard number 1 once when I was in high school. Yeah, I had one line. Shall we fish him out? Because the bad guy fell into a big pot or something like that.
Don't you love how you remember that stuff?
I do.
I mean, all the way back. But so I acted throughout childhood.
Right.
I did youth theater of Wenatchee when we moved here.
Oh, did you? Cool. Joan Fadden.
With Joan Fadden.
Wasn't she great?
So did tons of shows with Joan. which is awesome.
Yeah.
And acted in high school, Wenatchee High School. I was in The Miracle Worker. I played Annie Sullivan.
Did you really?
I did,
Oh,
yeah.
what a cool part. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I went to college, I wanted to be a doctor, so I was doing pre-med.
Yeah.
But I never went to class. I was like,
Thank
it'll be
God, thank God she's
fine."
not a doctor. You know? Thank God she's not a doctor.
Yeah, I'd always gotten good grades, and I was like, it'll be fine. And then it was not fine. So, yeah, I eventually found my way back to theater. The smallest department on the University of Washington campus is the drama department.
Right.
And I found my people, and I found my classes, and my grades went way back up. And
No. Okay, my mic fell off or something.
Oh, no.
I don't know where it is. I gotta find it.
Uh-oh.
No, just keep talking while
I'll
I
keep
do
talking.
this, okay?
Okay.
I'll get this figured out.
So,
okay, here
yeah,
we
I
go.
got into the drama program, and I started doing shows and being involved backstage, and I fell back in love. I didn't think that I could
keep talking. I'm still working on my mic. So.
I didn't think I could do it as a career. I did try for a little while, but yeah, I sort of got away from it when I was in my 20s. And didn't do any shows. I was living in Seattle and I was working in restaurants, and didn't do any shows for a long time. And when I moved back to Wenatchee, I auditioned for a Hot August Nights show.
Okay, well, that was for
And that was the full Monty.
I think I got my mic working again, even though it's kind of Jimmy rigged.
Okay.
This is great, this live TV. You know, you got to work with mistakes.
That's
so here we
right.
are. Oh,
A
that's
little
good.
improv,
That's
yeah.
good,
Yeah, so I did the full Monty, and on my audition form, I was so desperate to do a show again.
Yeah.
I was just really wanted to be involved in some capacity, so I wrote on my audition form that I will scrub the toilets backstage. I don't care, just let me be involved.
You should have said, if you don't cast me, I'm going to kill myself.
Oh my God.
I don't think Jamie would have responded well
I don't
to
think
that
so
one,
either. Oh my God.
But that was a bucket list item for me too, to
Yeah.
be in a Hot August Night show.
You did
Hands on a Hard
Hands
Body.
on a Hard Body.
Shows. Frank Nugent, KYKX
that's
Kicks, 105.7 on your radio dial. So that was a lot of fun.
So fun.
Good, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will be very happy to see you when we audition for
Black comedy.
Black Comedy. I have to work on my German accent.
Oh no.
You know, because the two parts I want to play, these guys are from Germany, so they need
That's
to
pretty
speak.
good.
So it's not too bad. See, my mother, she was born in Deutschland.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
was actually. Yeah, it's
Okay.
an interesting story. My mother was a German citizen, a German national during World War II.
Oh.
And her family almost moved back before the war. And I have a picture of her passport picture, and it actually has swastikas on it. So a little bit of family history. But hey, street talk and other stuff. Boy, we're ending on a cool note now. But look, I'm going to come back, say goodbye to Shannon. We're going to take a quick break, but hey, you stick around. We will be right back. So.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel.
Hey there, folks. Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Okay, we're back. Street Talking Other Stuff, talking with Shannon Janes. I've had Shannon on before. I will have her on again. You're a lot of fun.
You're
a
too.
great guest. So, and I thank you very much for the work you're doing with the museum.
Thank you.
It's obviously that you're passionate about it, and it's just the museum is a great thing. You know, every
great
year in spring break, I don't know if they're still doing it because they're a little older. My part of the spring break experience with my wife and our grandchildren was to go to the museum.
That's awesome.
So, okay. So, hey,
Yeah.
Shannon, thank you very much
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Good to see
But
you.
hey, Street Talk and other stuff, thanks for tuning in. And you know what? It's what I said earlier, okay? Register to vote. Register to vote and cast your vote. It's one of the most important elections we're going to have in our lifetime, and you want to be somebody who participates. So, hey, Street Talk and other stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.